memorable moment was
Cheetahs, hands down.
hands down.
And I think we're all a part of
So the best part about being in college and on a college campus is when you make those friends for life, you guys do things on campus.
Lord have mercy.
So let me paint the picture. You heard us say cheaters. All right. So we reenacted the cheaters. So here's how it went. So I think I was just getting finished with homecoming.
Homecoming, the parade.
I ran for homecoming and
breakfast at night.
it was Miranda. So I ran for homecoming and the parade was that night and my friends, I mean they came to support. But we also had midnight breakfast.
Yes, we did.
Midnight breakfast was always on
Lit.
point. Like the dining hall was open at midnight and you had the best breakfast. I'm talking biscuits and gravy, pancakes, waffles.
And you didn't need a meal plan to take place. To take part.
It looked like the club.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like because people would show up in their cars with the music bumping, all this stuff.
Remember that food fight that time?
We had a food fight. We had a food fight and they shut the entire dining hall down for a couple of days.
Yes.
We were sitting
only
there looking
sandwiches,
crazy.
like sandwiches like
Only
that week
sandwiches.
to punish us.
Exactly. Who does that? They did. They did. So on this particular night, it was me, Tara, Keisha, and Toya. We was like, well, where's Stacy? And we didn't know where Stacy was. And then we saw Stacy car parked in.
What was that? Bertha?
Mildred.
Yeah. We see her car. So we was like, oh, we rolled by. And we see that she in the car.
Scoot back.
Another head.
She in the car. Reverse. We back, passed by and then,
Messy boo.
she in the car. She is in the car
With a bald-headed person.
with a bald-headed dude that looked like BB Wine.
He had a shag in the back.
We got the receipts.
We got the receipts. We got this all on video. So we backed the car up to see. Oh, hold up. And then what? I think you was in your own car.
Yeah.
And Toya, I think I was riding with you, maybe. I can't remember. Either,
I was there.
You
I
was
was
there.
there.
Either way.
I feel like I was there.
So
Definitely there.
Toya
had the camera.
Toya had the camera.
I had the camera.
Toya had the camera. And so I don't know. Did we have the camera?
recording you
Y'all was
for the
recording me.
homecoming.
Okay, that's true. So so we sitting there and we was like, hold on, they in the car chatting. It's time to get them. So we roll up. We have Stacy car parked. Toya come pull up on one side with the lights on.
Like the police.
Keisha come pull up on the side with her lights on. Tara get out the car.
Cameras out.
Tara comes, blocking them in. Tara gets out the car talking about, Then Keisha get out the car fixing her wig. Okay, talking about, no. Toya with the camera.
Yes.
And I'm
With the light on.
With the light on.
baby
With the light on. So we made it a whole Cheaters episode. And I was the one who was the news reporter.
But how did the cheater, Stacy, snatch the wig off and it turned into a miracle wig?
We were cheaters to church.
We went from Cheaters to church. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Because she snatched your wig. Your wig.
Yeah, she snatched my
She
wig.
snatched your wig off.
That miracle wig.
You see all of this in the background, so we made a whole videotape of it.
Yeah,
If we can get it on here,
I know.
some type of way, we'll see if we can get it.
That was
We'll see if we can get that because it was probably the best night of our lives.
I was hoarse for like 2 days afterwards.
She was because she was really in her action part. I mean, she was because
Oscar worthy.
it was us.
Let's make a show out of it.
We sat there. We was like, well, let's get them. And we
got 'em.
We did.
Got them. So I think that was probably one of my most memorable. There's many memorable that time in the dining hall.
Oh, with the.
Let's just say this. Somebody lost control
Yes.
of their little motor vehicle.
Oh,
And
after the cameras finish rolling.
Is you embarrassed or no?
No, not for me. Embarrassed for the person that it happened to.
And that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's it. Things happen.
Yeah.
And
Accidents
we
do
always
happen.
had something funny that happened.
Miranda used to steal my stuffed animals and like leave ransom notes.
This is true. That
Yeah.
I have to agree with that. But she would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, she would leave ransom notes too, heavy ransom notes. And I be sitting there like, hold on. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we did that. Me and Keisha. Were you in the car that time? Keisha took us to Walmart, and then on the way back, we really wanted to get back, and she decided to drive too. Or was that just me in the car?
That was you in the car.
You winner.
See, you know, that attitude, it has consequences.
I feel like you're going to a very painful place.
Like, come back.
Can we
Come back.
zoom in?
I win.
Come back.
I win.
Come back.
I win somewhere.
Come back. Don't walk into the light, Carolyn.
Come back.
Oh man. But the point of us sitting down and talking to you guys is to just simply let you know that college is fun.
Yes.
So much
When
fun.
you plan, make sure that you always have a plan.
Yeah.
Plan first. If you don't know what questions to ask, if you have a favorite teacher, go and talk to them and ask them, hey, what was your experience? Because your teacher went to college.
Yes.
All right. So ask the questions. Ask as many questions. There's no dumb question when it comes to figuring out what your future is, because depending on what you go to college for, you're either going to do whatever you went to college for, or you're not going to do it. But while you are there and before you get there, ask those questions so that you'll know what you need to do while you are in there. If I can leave you with anything, my number one thing to leave you with is prepare.
Yes.
Yeah.
Prepare. Anytime you go on a road trip and you don't know where you're going, you use your GPS. Your GPS gets you there. You have to watch it, and so it gets you there. It's the same thing when it comes to anything in life, but right now, when it comes to college, you have to have a GPS for college, and your GPS is planning. And that is sitting down and writing everything down that you need to do before you get to college. So that's what I'll leave you with. Is there anything
Kind of like a
else?
checklist, right?
Yeah, kind of like a
Yeah.
checklist. Yeah, I would say do that.
That's great. And I think just kind of piggybacking off of Miranda, some of you watching the video college may not be your thing. You may,
That's okay.
you may feel like, okay, for whatever reasons, it's not, success doesn't necessarily always have to come through the degree. And I think whatever your thing is, like Miranda said, you want to plan on it. Even though you may hit some pitfalls in life, financially, maybe emotionally, whatever those things are, because don't think that you're going to attend college or you're going to set yourself up on this path and not hit some type of pitfall.
Right.
Because life is going to happen.
It will.
And so when life happens, you have to have the courage to get up.
Yes.
And it comes in many forms. For me, I wrote and published my first book, and I didn't graduate from college. I took a different path. And so that doesn't mean, like Toya said earlier, all of us is successful. And so you have to be able to decide what it is that you want to do, plan for that, prepare for that, and I promise you, you'll see success.
Absolutely.
I would say, to piggyback off of him, one thing I would say is, if even in your planning, even if you don't know what to do, always know, take your notes, success leaves footprints.
Yes.
There's
That's
somebody
real good.
that has gone before you, that has mastered whatever it is that you want to do. Go look them up. If it's an invention that that may already be established. When you put your fingerprints on it, when you put your DNA on it, it's going to be something totally different, because you are unique.
Yeah.
And know that just because it may be done already, you can do it again and do it
Make it
better.
better.
Yes,
Exactly.
you can do it better, but it's going to be different because it's you. So, and make room for mistakes, and
Yes.
don't hide
Talk
from
about
your
that
mistakes.
part.
Yeah.
Don't hide from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself, and then, which is honesty, and I would say integrity is another one. Once you can allow those to be your principles, lead life with that. lead from that place of integrity.
That's good.
I made a mistake. I did it. Own it. Take responsibility. Those are the things that you cannot get back from any experience that you've done and messed up.
Yeah.
Own up to it. Own your stuff. And then you can be able to move forward. Because if you're hiding from your mistakes, then that's a part of you too that you're hiding from. Know thyself, love thyself, and accept thyself. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the indifferent.
Because it is what it is.
Exactly.
It happens. The thing is mistakes happen. And although we did give you the glamour of what college looks like, we all had our individual struggles
Right.
while we were there. Okay, even when it came to finals week, studying and having to just break down, and there's some stress that comes with it. There are stresses, anxiety that may come with it. But the key is finding out what works for you, what helps you study, what helps you calm down.
What you're passionate about.
Yeah, what you're passionate about.
That's good.
Things of that nature. But if mistakes happen, as Stacey was saying, own up to it. It's okay, because you're not going to be perfect every single time. It's impossible to be perfect every single time. But when you mess up, just know that, okay, I messed up. You still have an option and the ability to go again, try again, do it again, and learn from whatever the mistake is. So if it happened, okay, I did it this way, okay, I need to do it a different way this go around. So, I mean, we got you. We're going to talk to you and tell you those things, because even though it is glitz and glamour, there are the downsides to it, and we want you guys to know about that, ahead of time, so that you won't go in thinking, oh, it's all good, and then boom, this happens, and it's like, oh my God, nobody told me.
And just to kind of real quick, just to hit on what Miranda is saying, you have to be able to use your fear as fuel, because you're going to be afraid. You can't let it harness what you're able to do, because going to college for the first time you're going to be afraid.
But do it anyway.
Exactly. Use it for fuel. Use that to help propel you in the direction that you desire to go. And so if you do that, don't let it stop you. Don't let it hinder you. What everybody said today is going to really, really help you guys and girls, or guys or women. I don't, it's going to help y'all. All the while. Exactly. It will really, really help you. So just know that you may, if you're a first time college person, or if you're trying to start an invention, or if you're trying to start your own business, whatever it is you're going to do, don't let that fear stop you. Don't let it stop you. If I could say anything, just to kind of piggyback off what Miranda was saying, don't let it stop you, but let it fuel you. Take that fear, take that faith, and do it anyway.
Absolutely.
Great things take great risk. And one thing that I would say is that you have to keep in mind that if you fail to plan, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah.
And so planning is essential. Planning is everything. You can't just get up out of the bed in the morning without planning. Okay, what do I need to do? Sometimes it becomes robotic. It becomes from rote memory. But planning is everything. Get you a notebook. Get you a spiral. Get your dates. Research what are the dates for this school that this application need to be turned in. Even if it's a 2-year school, 4-year college, whether it's getting a trade, hey, whatever works for you, know you. And everyone is not meant to go to a 4-year university or college, and this is not something we want to push, but we want you to be self-aware. Exactly. What works for me? What do I want to do? And I'll tell you guys this. For me, I know I was groomed by my parents into the medical field. It was something that was in me to do, but because I was around it, I developed a like and an interest for it, but the passion wasn't there. The passion was for helping people. That's where psychology came, and then I'm in the field of social work now, and I had to be honest with myself. I went 3 years through a program about to enter nursing school because I wanted to please my parents. And when it comes to your life, you have to be self-guided, and you have to take the responsibility of creating the happiness and the life that you want. You can't live for someone else. So guys, get sober, clear-minded, not what my family is saying this is what I need I need to do or groom me to do. What is it that you want to do? And plan for it. Hey, you got the tools, you have the wherewithal, I believe it, you have the resources. Able is going to provide you with the resource. You have family, you have mentors, you have counselors. hey, the resource out there, guys.
Yeah.
Do it. You can do this. You got this.
Yeah. Very much. All right. Great deal. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. One thing I want to say, I want to leave everybody with, I am so grateful for these people that are on this couch. We have wonderful, wonderful memories, and as you see, they are here today. All right, these are the people I rode with all through college, and I wouldn't change them for the world. When you go to college, you meet a lifetime of friends, and they are here, and I'm so thankful that they even agreed to even sit on the couch and just talk and share their story. But I'm proud of each and every one of them, because each and every person that is sitting on this couch is heavily successful, and we're still shooting for success, even with what we're doing right now. So thank you guys so much for being here today, and we'll close out. Thank you for watching Able Cafe, and thank you for listening to So You Want to Go to College. Bye.
Bye.